Hi, everybody. We just finished our hour-long research session with our coastal librarian, Miss Lauren. If you missed that, you definitely want to go to the Collaborate Sessions link in our 111 Blackboard and select recordings and view it. This is the key to success on the Essay 3. You have a source tracker assignment due this Thursday night, and you have a rough draft to do Monday night. And I know it's coming so fast right now. This is the nature of the accelerated 10-week session, unfortunately. As I would tell my seated class, there's no rest for the wicked. Anyway, we sort of ran out of time in our session. We were going through each tab of the research guide, and we ran out of time. So this video is focused on one specific tab of that research guide, and it's the one where you will use it to find a scholarly source, and that goes in the solution section of Essay 3, which is the last section. Essay 3 is a little bit different because it does have a conclusion section, but that's not the last section of the paper. The conclusion is where you put your opinion, your position about this topic, and you bring in the op-ed article that you agree with the most to support your claims. And so I tell students the conclusion's where you win your debate, but you're not done there. That's just kind of the philosophical part, the ideas part. Then I want the last section to be a solutions-based section, and that's where you're actually putting forth specific ideas for how to bring us from where we are right now with this issue to a better place. And that's where we use a scholarly source because we want to back our ideas for a solution with real evidence that shows that our proposed solution is feasible. So right now I have the Essay 3 assignment sheet open, and I just want to bring your attention again to this list of sources. And so right now we're focusing on source number 6. A peer-reviewed scholarly journal article using the NC Live database. Peer-reviewed and scholarly basically just mean that this article has been held up and examined by experts in the field and found to be credible. So it's fancy, is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to show you the source tracker. This is the assignment that you are downloading, and you need to fill it out and complete it by Thursday night. Lauren showed everyone how to look at Credo at today's session and how to pull an article from there. We have the news story, which is like the breaking news, recent news that proves that the problem you've identified is a real problem. Viewpoint A and Viewpoint B are going to be those op-eds that maybe you don't agree with as much, but you still need to summarize and analyze them. Viewpoint C, remember, you're saving the best one for last. You're saving the op-ed that you agree with most to put in your conclusion. So when you go to win the debate, you bring in that other op-ed that supports your position and use that to give yourself more ethos. And then the one I've been talking about, the scholarly source that you use to prove that your proposed solution or recommendations for improvement are valid. Okay, so you'll just be filling this out and uploading it on Thursday night. It does not need to be perfect. It just needs to exist. This work is like your grunt work that you need to do in order to meet all the requirements for Essay 3. It's like the pre-writing and planning for your works cited page. Okay, I'm going to switch over to our Blackboard page, our 111 Blackboard page, and just show you that the research guide, the website that will help you write this paper, it can be found under Module 3, top link. So you click on that, and this is your home page for writing this paper. And if you watch today's class meeting, Miss Lauren, our librarian, there she is right there, she took us through all the tabs except for the scholarly source. So I'm choosing scholarly source, and then when I scroll down, it will remind me why I'm using the source, in which section of my paper, and also, this is important, how should I limit my search results? So we'll get to that in just a second. Full text, scholarly peer-reviewed, a recent publication, and a journal article as the document type. Okay, so we have 3 different scholarly article databases here. I'm going to encourage everyone to try to use NC Live, just so we're speaking the same language. If you can't find an article that works for you in NC Live, then you can move on and try the other 2. You could reach out to me or reach out to the library to schedule a research coach session. So I'm going to click on NC Live. If I'm already logged into the portal, this should come up without any problem. It's not going to hassle me for a login. I'm going to use this main search bar right here, and I'm going to say that I'm writing my article on police and body cams. So I'm going to write body cam police, because I feel like those 3 words will get me some good results. And I'm going to hit submit search. And then it gives me this, this page. Remember, we want scholarly articles, so I'm clicking that link. And by clicking on that link, it takes care of 3 of the 4 requirements. So remember, on the research guide, it said full text, scholarly, last 5 years journal article. Okay, so when I look here, I've got full text, scholarly, and journal article already selected, and then I can either choose last 5 years, last 3 years, or last year. If you have a lot of search results, you could limit it quite a bit. We have 652. I think I'm going to go in the middle here and say last 3 years. Okay. Now, I'm getting some weird results, transnational child sexual abuse, textile retrieval. So I'm going to go to this discipline area and this subject terms area and make sure that I'm only looking at articles about the police. So I'm going to click on police right here. All right. Look at this one. Police officers' perceptions of body-worn cameras in Buffalo and Rochester. Okay, so we've got police, body cams. It's a study in the United States, and it's a study about the police officers' perceptions of wearing the body cam. I feel like this would be incredibly relevant to include in a solution or recommendation section of an essay about whether or not police should be required to wear body cams. So I'm going to click into that. Okay, and so here's an article. I want to show you a couple things here. It takes us to the full text PDF, and it's important to use a PDF for the scholarly article because you're going to notice it does have page numbers. See? And if you quote from this article, you will need to put the page number in your in-text citation. So that's one thing to look at. You have an option to download, to print this PDF, for those of you who have the ability to print right now, but otherwise you can download it and save it to your computer. If you click on abstract and details and scroll down, you're going to get that information that you need for your source tracker. And then the abstract is a nice 1-paragraph summary of the study, which you may find useful as you're trying to pick which source you want to use. I'm going to go back to the PDF here. And the magical cite button, everybody's best friend, I'm going to click that. Be careful, it defaulted to APA. We're living in an MLA world this semester, so you click that, and you're going to see a pretty decently accurate works cited entry, and you can Control C on that, open up a Word doc, Control V, and you'll have one of your works cited entries. Now, you'll probably need to do some work with the formatting and the font and the alignment. You might have to fix little things. Technically, this HTTP that should be deleted from the web address. But other than that, what I'm seeing here is in pretty good shape. So that's just the beginning of the journey, though. After that, you'll need to decide if you want to quote, paraphrase, or summarize this article in your solutions section, and you'll definitely need to do that in-text citation. We've got two authors on this one, and so let's say I pulled a quote off of page 313, this first page. At the end of that sentence, my in-text citation would be the Gramagilla. I don't know how to pronounce that. It'd be Gramagilla and Phillips, and then 313 in parentheses before the period. So these are just some of the details you're going to have to worry about on this essay. I know it's got a lot going on. Hopefully this video helped you see how to locate a solid scholarly source that will fit well into the solution section of Essay 3. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. We also have the Writers Center, and we also have our librarians who are offering one-on-one research appointments. Good luck with everything. Talk to you later.